Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty, the golden voice of Neal Ruhl, and the iconic Terry Foster. Sit back and relax. It's time for your daily dose of Big D energy.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back, everybody. Big D Energy.
Big D.
Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren McCarty, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter, Terry Foster down at LCA today working with the Detroit Sports Media Association. They're giving their Red Wings award to Mo Sider, so T-Foss has to be there for the cameras. You know how it is.
Well, he needs to lord. He lords over the Detroit media and presenting the Rookie of the Year to Mo Sider. It should be Terry Foster. I can't think of somebody more qualified. So, representing Woodward Sports Network. Have fun, T-Foss.
We'll hold it down.
We'll try to hold it down.
We'll think of something.
We'll think of something. Might not be as fun as yesterday, by the way. If you want to catch that, you can go online and check out woodwardsports.com. Check yesterday's show out, maybe at the 12 o'clock hour. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna retweet it too because Terry's not here, so it's unfair for us to talk about it.
Right. He's the buffer, I guess you could say, for that. But woodwardsports.com chat thread, Detroit Dabber 313. Yo, Robert Dos, what up? Happy to have everybody with us. Robert Colosia says, quick hands burrito, Dos Burrito in there in the woodwardsports.com chat thread.
I think that might be the first.
Right. It could be.
Spenny's interested. He's licking his chop. I saw him. He didn't see it on camera. I saw him licking his chop. Neal,
does he have that smile on his face?
He does have a smile on his face. And plus, if you see his outfit today, he is rocking. He's got the Sparty green, but the shoes, Spenny, they're tight. Speaking of that, got me, Neal, before we get into the sports and stuff like this, tomorrow, 11 o'clock, a lot of us here are participating in our version of the Stuff the Studio. You see last year's filming of stuff where I'm excited to go. I wanted to ask our viewers because, you need some help. I've been in the streets. And you know what? I consider myself, mayor of Hockey Town, maybe your favorite stepson in the city and the state, but I want to be your favorite step uncle too. So I need some help, peeps. What should I grab at Myers, like for the kids and
for the kids?
Stuff, for the kids. So I'm looking for some suggestions of what I should. We were mentioning this, and I know next week you got big Christmas week planned for us, questions and stuff. But on a small flex, Neal, like you said, because I'm looking in the background, because Stuff a Studio next week, all week here at Woodward Sports, we're going to pump this thing up. The Mattel Hot Wheels.
Timeless.
Are they not? I remember making ramps and ripping those things and finding ways to use them. And I remember when your buddies Christmas time would get the race tracks and, you finally had a slingshot thing to shoot it off. It was the greatest thing. So, timeless Mattel. Do you have any suggestions for me?
No, I mean, you're seeing the regular plays, right? Like the football, the basketball, the Monopoly game. As we talked about, Hot Wheels, always a solid play. You know that. Yeah. So, it is. And I know, but what's new? What's new in the streets? Yeah, what's new in the streets as far as children's toys go? I guess that's my question.
Oh, which, by the way, I'm one of those guys. Yep, I'm one of those dads back in the day. The Tickle Me Elmos weren't around or whatever. Oh, I was going to get one, and I would pay for it, right? Yeah. So, yes, I'm the parent that back in the day would black market pay for a Tickle Me Elmo because I didn't get it early enough. So if I could find any one of these things on the Myers shelves, maybe some gold or something that the kids are talking about. Legos are always a good one.
Yeah, Legos getting a lot of love, but what's new in the streets?
Yeah, what's new in the streets?
You know what I'm saying? Anything? Anybody got anything on there? Or are we're just playing the hits?
I don't know. Stick said he's going to give the heavyweights a $500 card and just run around and do our thing in Meyer.
Guys,
I'm
food
spoils.
A lot of anime stuff.
Food spoils. Yeah. You have to get non-perishable.
Not the kind of food Spenny eats.
No,
you're not old enough to drink all the booze. You can't spend 400 of it on booze.
That's fair. That's fair.
Rack says, my nephews are into Hot Wheels, dinosaurs, sharks, and Legos. The normal boy
and sharks
stuff.
Never get old, right?
You know what? It is good to see dinosaurs making a comeback.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I do.
Oh, you think they went extinct for a minute?
Well, it's good to see them make a comeback. I guess you could say it's as much as they can
World
anyway.
Dominion.
No, I am. I'm happy to see that that dinosaurs are making a comeback. And yes, people, we are getting into we're going pretty much wall-to-wall Lions today. We got some Michigan stuff sprinkled in there towards the end of the show. We're going wall-to-wall Lions today. Big news out in the football world. Mike White will not be available for the Jets. The doctors won't clear him for contact. So the Zach Wilson era, after a brief hiatus, is back, fortunately for the Lions.
No.
Look at that guy.
He's very handsome.
Very handsome guy.
Yeah.
Which were any of you like Neal, where your conversation goes, guys, do you realize at the beginning that they got to win 3 games on the road? Spenny says, Zach Wilson's starting. And what did you say, Neal? Oh, that changes it now. Yeah. Right? Does it really change?
Changes everything. No, it does. And we are going to get into it deep.
Doesn't change your pick, does it? Your pick's locked in?
Pick's locked.
I hear that
it doesn't
week?
yet. I mean, it changes it now, but the picks for later on for the Feldman Chevrolet Pigskin Pick 'em Cup have already been submitted, so I'm pot committed at this point.
Look at you're doing what the NHL doesn't do. You're consistent in your rulings, Commissioner. Appreciate that.
Right.
Appreciate that. But did the line spread at all, Spenny? Did we see a movement in the line?
Let me check. I'm sure.
Lions were +1 before this, but yeah, I'm more confident. Right? I told you all along I was worried about this game. But now that Stacy's,
I still the concerns don't change for me though, because they're structural, and we'll get into it when we start getting deep dive into the Lions. I was talking to some of my Jets friends of the show that are Jets friends. They're worried, but they have some very sound logic as to why they're confident, and it's logic you can't defeat. You know what I'm saying? It's factual.
Absolutely. No. This is going to be a game. This
walkover attitude that everybody has.
It's not just a game of 2 teams fighting for this year's playoff position, but also something that you're going to see in the future. Maybe the fact that the Lions get there. This could be a preview of a Super Bowl.
No, absolutely.
As of right now, FanDuel still got them at +1 or Lions -1.5.
Okay,
so it flipped at about almost
2.5.
Yeah, so nearly a field goal. That's huge, especially on the road. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Tammy Chin says right now STEM toys are popular too. What is that?
Ooh,
anybody know?
I don't know, but when you don't know, Neal, that's good. Right? Come on, you know that.
Yeah, no,
you know
I'm
that.
buy kids some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, some Pokemon. It's gonna be great. I'm excited.
Look at the look on your face.
I'm gonna push my agenda.
I'm excited too.
I'm going to push my agenda on everybody. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Dirty Dr. D. Is that a fresh, crispy cut, Neal? Great job, Lady Jane's. Yes. Bethany, for sure, hooks it up here at the Lady Jane's in Birmingham. Jess, also big fan of Jess's work as well. So, yeah, open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome, as you hear around the radio all over town.
That was like verbatim, man. I thought it was in stereo. I thought I was in my car for a minute.
Yeah, it's not a hobby, Darren McCarty. It's not a hobby.
Absolutely. That's why that bag's there, right?
Absolutely.
God, dang. They just dropped another one off.
Detroit Dabber 313 says no stems, no seeds. So I think that's different.
I didn't think I would just break. We don't need to go to Meyer.
Yeah.
Old Uncle D-Mac.
Uncle D-Mac, there it is. I told you.
Literally everybody's favorite
I thought
uncle.
I had to get to their hearts through their toys.
Yeah. Robert Colosia says science technology equals STEM. Oh, okay. So like educational. That would explain why no one in this room understood what it was.
Nobody wants math toys for Christmas. Get out of here.
Neal, you just showed them. You don't have to understand. You just got to make it sound good.
Oh, okay. Southpaw Slab. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Boo.
Huh? I'm a talker. I'm not a thinker. I didn't spend a lot of time over in the science building at Oakland University. We'll just say that. Actually, I never.
You're the director
of
went broadcasting and media relations, bro. What does science have to do with any of that?
Yeah.
Even Sam Flannel, but Sam Flannel probably knew what STEM was. He just didn't. He just wanted to let us hang.
Mike G says Neal going high and tight. Will that impact the tone at all? I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that tone supersedes.
Oh, it just might. I think that maybe your receivers, will be amplified. Yes.
The NHL and NHLPA announced that Detroit Red Wings forward Jacob Vrana has been reinstated by the NHLPA Players Assistance Program.
Awesome.
So back tomorrow.
Couldn't have come at a better time.
He's at practice today.
So he'll play tomorrow.
Could not have come at a better time.
Yes.
Don't expect him to be in.
Well, D-Mac, he's going to have the cape on, right? Tomorrow when he plays, he's going to have the cape on and get the hat trick and everything like that.
But that'll be nice if he does. If he does, he's going to be great. I'm sure ovation at home, and it'll mean a lot to him. So let's wish the kid the best. I've had experience in the program, and hopefully this helps him.
Yeah, happy for the kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, man,
part of getting well.
Life's hard. For everybody, man.
Absolutely.
Like it is. For everybody.
Absolutely, for everybody. And the fact is that I am one of the people that has reached out for help and sat at the winning end of it. So
and took a couple of L's.
Take him as many times. You don't have. Yeah. You can get it the first time, guys. You don't have to keep banging yourself. You just drag yourself around and knock yourself down. You just got to keep getting up.
No, yeah, absolutely. That is the story there. So that is something that is big time to see. We're not discussing Black Santa, everybody.
Yeah,
Terry's not here. We don't think it's.
We're not discussing Black Santa. If you want it, hey, it's out there for you. Yeah, there is Terry Foster. He's not here. He's down at LCA right now. If you want it, go back at yesterday's podcast.
He was supposed to bring in Black Santa today, too.
Wait. He's got a Black Santa that he's bringing in to sit at the table.
This is awesome.
That is absolutely electric. Absolutely electric. Just wait. Everybody, next week's going to be, we're going heavy Christmas next week.
Oh, I'm down.
We'll step out, we'll weave our way in and out and stuff like that.
Sam, we're going to need some Mariah Carey drops.
1,000,000%.
Oh, for sure. I got you.
And it's the best part
and
of the
some
song.
DMX.
Yeah,
and some DMX.
We are. We're gonna be doing the. But it is. We're gonna have the Christmas discussion, the greatest gift you ever got, the worst gift you ever got.
Greatest gift I ever got. It's easy.
Yeah. The
Nintendo 64.
Oh God, so hype.
Yeah.
I got Sega Genesis one time.
Oh yeah.
With Marshall Falk's college football. Oh my God. We're going to go through all of it. We are. The best Christmas songs, the worst Christmas songs, the most overrated Christmas stuff. We're doing it all.
It's fair. Baby It's Cold Outside is by far the worst Christmas song.
I don't disagree.
It's just creepy.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But yes, guys, stop. Yeah. We're not doing the Black Santa stuff today.
We can't. We don't have a buffer.
Stop it. Get some help.
Go back to yesterday's episode, YouTube channel, the podcast page. It's all there for you. It's about, about an hour and 4 minutes in.
Yeah.
Did you go replay it?
Right at the start of the second
Although
round.
I will say this.
Right at lunch.
D-Mac, I will say this. Very rarely do I go back and listen to stuff or go back and watch. I lived it. I don't need to go back and.
Right.
But yesterday I did.
Yeah.
And I started laughing to the exact same level that I was yesterday. It was electric. If you missed it, go back. I'm telling you, do yourself a favor. Not now. At 102, go back.
I hope that whoever, Chris or whoever, if they do cut clips for the show, right, if they did, that would be, hey, why should I listen to Big D Energy? And just show that, 20 seconds of all of us at the same time, literally in tears.
Just dying. Yeah.
It's a moment. I was glad I was there.
I told Leach we need Black Santa merch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, somebody in the chat said yesterday they'd spend $100 on the spot on Black Santa merch if we had.
Exactly, dude. Don't take this the wrong way, but I think Terry would fit really good as a Black Santa. I don't think he's a skinny Black Santa. I don't think he'd turn away any 35-pound children.
Yeah.
Right? Not that we're talking about it again. But the fact that I think that and we should make a shirt with him.
Easy could be his elf.
Oh my God! Could you imagine? That's what I want to see. Uncle T with Easy and the heavies.
All right, guys. Before we go to the break, I'm not reading about Black Santa hanging out in Highland Park and stuff like that. We're not doing it, okay? So just stop. Save the energy of typing it. When Terry comes back and we feel the time is right, we'll revisit it.
Well,
that time is not now.
Technically, we got big things this weekend, right? It's the biggest game in the Lions.
Right. And we're going all the way in.
It's a lot more fun with Terry here. We promise next week it'll be all. And if Terry's here all next week, it'll be all Black Santa week.
All right. Hey. Let me tell you about the Sports Marketing Agency. They help spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast is called This is the S Word. It helps fight the stigma about seeking help. We've been talking a lot about that lately in the sports world, outside the sports world, all of it. If you're struggling, go to thesportsma.com. How about this? If you know somebody that's struggling, go to thesportsma.com, the Sports Marketing Agency. They're here to help.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Goff, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Jeff Akuta and Wicked Awesome Wishes present Hope for the Holidays. Jeff Akuta gives his financial support, time, and love for the city of Detroit with Chad Johnson and his amazing foundation, Wicked Awesome Wishes. Together, Jeff and Chad have been game planning all year long to make this Christmas one to remember for underprivileged children and their families. Special thanks to Lions players Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tracy Walker, Will Harris, and more, along with Lions alumni Lomas Brown and Joyak Bell, and the awesome people at Lighthouse Coolidge Community Building in Oak Park. Together, we'll make sure every child has new shoes, warm coats, hats, and socks, plus free haircuts to help everyone feel their best. And don't forget Woodward Sports' Braylon Edwards, Ryan Ermanni, and Darren McCarty will be there too. Hope for the holidays from Jeff Akuta and Wicked Awesome Wishes. All I want for Christmas is a Lions win, the Pistons in the playoffs, and the Red Wings to dominate. I don't ask for much.
I'm asking for a punt! A single punt!
And I've been really good this year.
Oh, you're so naughty. You're so naughty.
Woodward Sports.
Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuff a Studio is here. We are collecting new unwrapped toys and stuffing our studio so we can hardly fit in it. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio located off 15 Mile and Woodward in Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe.
Hey, you know what I noticed in that commercial there? The whatever, our emblem is sick.
Is it really?
In the background.
It wasn't covered up by the final word?
No, they were actually under us. I never realized that.
Don't tell them.
I didn't realize the graphic was in maize and blues.
Heavyweights actually made the graphic.
Yeah. Don't tell the final word.
But I like ours with the city in the background because you know what? Big D Energy ain't about us.
No.
It's about you.
It's about the people.
It's about
Absolutely.
the people, no doubt. Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, T-Foss down at Little Caesars Arena here today. We have Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter as well. All right, guys, let's get into it. Lions-Jets. We got a gift last night as the 49ers were dominant per D-Mac's call in the Feldman Chevrolet Pigskin Pick'em Cup.
Right.
Oh, real fast because this is coming up pretty soon. Bowl season starts, by the way, and it starts in about 10 minutes. The Bahamas Bowl, Miami of Ohio, and UAB. I'm not attaching anything to it, but I know our audience. Just put a couple bucks
Ooh.
A couple bucks.
This
isn't a get right, everybody.
No. So if the get right was a cruise ship, this was like, hey, there's a dinghy boat that's going to the island for a couple hours.
It's an excursion.
And you don't have to go.
It's not a get right.
It's optional. This is an optional play.
Yes.
With your
for some entertainment, because we're gonna have the game on in the studio.
If you believe in the 31-9 get
no,
right.
No. I don't want that attached.
This doesn't go to it. But your credibility of being 31-9, this is this is a sprinkle.
Yeah, it's a little taste.
The festivities of the bowl season.
Whatever you would spend on your lunch for today, and it doesn't make any sense, but trust me, take Miami of Ohio plus the 11.
Nice.
They stop the run and they run the ball. That's it. That's all. Take Miami of Ohio plus the 11. Now, hey, I know that flies in the face.
No, you know what you're saying, Neal? You're saying that if it's a Friday and somebody's either going to listen to it, watch it on their phone, maybe they got it in the background, and they're thinking to themselves, man, I don't know nothing about these teams. Which way? I wish somebody would tell me. Who do I trust? Who's my who? Not my what, my who. Oh, what'd Neal say? Oh, okay, I'll put my lunch money on it.
The total is telling me, the over-under is 45. The total is telling me that Miami of Ohio is going to hang in this game. And like I said, they run the ball and they stop the run. Now, usually the MAC is trash in the bowl games, as we'll get to later on in the show. But that's it. That's all. All right, Lions, Jets, this Sunday. 49ers did the job. Now, your Detroit Lions can basically pull even. They'll still be a half game back because they don't have the tiebreaker. But the moral of the story is this. It's Lions, it's Jets. It's essentially playoffs now for the Detroit Lions. And I know we're new to this, and it's been a long time.
Playoffs?
But
been so long.
But Mike White, not available. That's huge. That is huge news. To me, that's bigger than the Quinnen Williams thing. For me, it is. We'll get into it. But, D-Mac, this is very, very big. Very big.
It really is, and I think that there's two things here, right? If anyone in this room believes that Zach Wilson is a top quarterback or a top half quarterback, or at least in this game, you don't have the advantage of Jared Goff versus Zach Wilson, even in New York, which, by the way, is where Jared Goff has already won a game playing the Giants in the same stadium. So that is a plus, but also, too, Neal, I look into, obviously, culture. You look at the way that he came out of where he got benched and not taking any of the blame, and it's noted that Robert Saleh, the coach, had a mutiny on his hands with the players about not liking this kid or believing in this
Is that real, D-Mac? Is that real?
Absolutely.
Look, you played professional hockey for a very, very long time. Were there guys, and I don't want names, I'm not here to do that to you, are there guys where you played with, where you said when they're in the game, in your line of work it would be goalies, are there guys where you said, I'm in, but this guy ain't it, walking into the game?
You know what, you'd expect it all the time, it would be goalies, but sometimes it's players. And
really? Okay.
Sometimes you see where guys aren't a good fit, but guys are in, but they're not in the way. They're not in, they're in the way. Right, more to when it comes down to it, and
they make the job tougher, not easier.
Right, and at the end of the day, see, to win a championship, and we're not even talking championships here, but in order to win and be successful, you have to trust the guy to your right and your left, no matter who it is at any time, 100%. Right, and if you can't do that because somebody's not willing to go to the lengths that they need to, and maybe bailing out or taking the easy way out, or a lot of times I think people get questioned with injuries, like how tough are you, or different things like that. So, it is a real thing, and it's a real thing because if the person isn't aware of it or is aloof to it or doesn't seem to care, then how can it get any better? And that can only form the stripe. That's why usually changes are made. You saw that. That's why the Jets
and
made
that's
the trade.
why, D-Mac, that's why I say that this is bigger than the Quinnen Williams thing, because it shifts a dynamic of a team, and in this case, the New York Jets.
Yeah, but still they got to go play on the game, and one player, in my opinion, right, can't, if it's a goalie, like, can really mean the difference. But the guys, when the puck drops or when the ball's in play, are going to go out and play their hardest. I think more Quinnen Williams because I think Mike White is banged up, And I think the pressure that we are able to get, we can knock him out of the game, and we were going to see Zach Wilson, right? And so on the other hand, right, where I said this was going to be the toughest game, and I thought that Mike White would get knocked out, we'd see Zach Wilson in game. Zach Wilson, they'd be imploded. Now they'll be able to prepare. And what are they going to say? Here's their teammates go, we got no other choice. We got to go to war with this guy, right? So I have no faith in him. I have no faith because he's not self-aware, and that's Zach Wilson. So hopefully that the Lions are using this to their advantage, but there's two things. And here's the thing. We're not talking about somebody who's got that unbelievable talent either, right? I mean, he's prone to mistakes, and he's not a good quarterback. I mean,
he just, you know what his problem is,
dude?
dude?
I take Daniel Jones over Zach Wilson.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's,
you know what his problem is? He doesn't have the juice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we mention that all the time when you see, and I think it's like somebody asked me, what do you look for? I look for when the lights get bright.
I look for the juice.
Yeah, the juice is like when the lights get bright, can you step up? Do you get bright? Or is the moment too big for you? You nail it all the time. You saw that when he was drafted. Not just how young
when he
was.
Walked on stage, I knew he didn't have the
looking at his mom.
Everybody's hitting these. He's like,
we all stopped looking at his mom, and you saw.
Yeah. Your guy Drew Valentine that played at Oakland was a coach at Oakland. Mm-hmm. I always did a pregame interview with him when he was assistant coach, and every time we walked away, I said, "All right, Drew, good luck today." He'd say, "Who's got the juice?" And he'd walk away.
He's got the juice.
That's what it is, though, man.
We have the heavyweights have an insider in the Jets locker room. He'll remain nameless, but let's just say he's an offensive player for the New York Jets.
And you could figure it out if you worked backwards.
Big Mike White guy.
Yeah.
Big Mike White guy.
How could you not be?
He's nobody rocks with Zach Wilson in that locker room.
Yeah, and how could you not be, man? Because the guy comes in and he's electric. Throws for 4 bills, 3 bills. I never understood what the Jets were doing not running with this guy. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. The Booner Sports Show. Right now, adding Miami of Ohio, plus 11. Philip C., what time's the game on? It starts in about 2 minutes on ESPN, the Bahamas Bowl, by the way. You can have it on mute while you're listening to the show. I'm not one of these people that...
Were they promoting it? You saw this down there when you were drinking your pina coladas or whatever?
No, I was oblivious as to what was going on anywhere else, except that little circle I was sitting on.
I didn't know if there was posters.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Abe, the DFS docket, our guy Abe in Southfield. I'm sick, in capital letters. Big Jets guy he is. I'm sick that Wilson is starting.
Because he's a Jets guy, right?
Yeah.
Thank God. Dude, I read that and I was like, wait a sec. Why are you sick that Zach Wilson is starting?
Absolutely sick. Michael Patterson, James Houston, over or under 1 sack. You know what, Mike? If you're asking me for betting purposes, I just go by the math. They're not looking to put the ball in Zach Wilson's hands, dropping back 48 times like they would if Mike White were playing. So I would imagine you're going to have half the opportunities, half the passing opportunities. So James Houston's, opportunities to get a sack will be cut roughly in half, I'm imagining. So like that, you guys follow the logic, right? I'm not saying it's not going to happen.
Absolutely.
I would probably lean towards the under on that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Because they have to max protect too. They can't. You can't do what you can do with Mike. That's why this is so
it's
big.
Not a secret anymore.
No,
he's
it's
not a secret anymore, right?
No.
But what happens if the Lions get out to a bigger lead? Then they're going to have to open up, right?
Yeah, I just don't see this as the kind of game.
Right. So
you survived this game.
You don't see it as the Lions getting up 2 or 3 scores.
No.
So then that way, the Jets' game plan is to not throw it as much. What's he going to throw it 20 times?
I had Jets.
What would you be? Hey, Spenny, I know this goes down to your salary cap, paying Goff $10 million or quarterback. What would you be comfortable with? Zach Wilson throwing it 10 times?
Yeah, maybe, maybe.
Right.
They're gonna have to run the ball a lot, and they're obviously down Breece Hall. Michael Carter's not looking great. Something Knight, I forget his first name. Zach Knight. Yeah, he looked pretty good. Well, we'll see. Lions have in the past 6 games only allowed 56 yards to running backs in the past per game. So if that's what they're leaning on, it might not work out too well for them. But I expect. I had Lions 28-20. before I knew that Zach Wilson was starting. Now it might be 28-12. Like,
I just don't.
The last time Zach Wilson played, they scored 3 points.
All right, well, hey, when we come back, then let's get into it. How do you see it playing out?
Yeah.
Just go around the room and speak your piece on it.
All right, sounds good. But
I'll tell you how my haircut played out today.
Well, your haircut played out, and what Lady Jane's and their wicked awesome wishes and Jeff Fukuda have going for you next week is simply wicked awesome. Yes, they're getting together to help underprivileged families and children with new shoes, wicked awesome clothing, hats, coats, socks, even haircuts like our boy Neal. If you know a child or a family in need, go to wickedawesomewishes.org, where you can donate next week at the Lighthouse in Oak Park. There'll be a whole bunch of Lions there. Jeff Fukuda, Tracy Walker, Malcolm Rodriguez, Will Harris, and more, along with your Woodward Sports crew. So check out wickedawesomewishes.org to donate. Remember, Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. It's wicked awesome.
It's back. Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuff-A Studio is here. The past 2 years, we've collected new unwrapped toys and stuffed our studio so we could hardly fit in it. This year, we're doing it even bigger. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping or just sitting on your couch ordering presents, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio, 15 Mile in Woodward and Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. It's the time of year to do for others. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe. Stuff-A Studio 2022 with Woodward Sports.
The Sports Marketing Agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
All right, time to talk about Phillips. No, not former Anglican priest proven Phillips, but Michael Phillips, of course. Looking to buy or sell your home, whether you're a player or a fan, helping you buy, sell, or invest is Michael Phillips' top priority. Being the game for 23 years makes Mike the number one option for anyone. If you have real estate needs, call Michael Phillips at 313-403-0011. That is 313-403-0011.
Anglican priest.
What is an Anglican priest?
But what is that's his
that sounds old.
name?
Like, can we agree that sounds old?
Sounds very old.
But how is his name proven?
Yeah.
That sounds like a rapper.
It does sound
That's
like
what
a
I'm
rapper.
saying. Did he change his name when he started ripping out sermons?
Maybe. Who knows? Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter here with you talking Lions, Jets. We're getting deep in the woods. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Glad to see the talk has moved off of Black Santa and people are more focused on my haircut now. So, you know, that's... I know our audience. I know we love the little side topics. The Bahamas Bowl getting ready to roll, by the way. They're showing the shots down there. 77 degrees. Look at that beach.
Oh,
incredible.
That's
going up to 83
flex,
today.
83 in the Bahamas. Oxford, Ohio, 37. Birmingham, Alabama, 40.
I love the temperature flexes.
So just that they're pretty much saying, "Suck it" for all you guys that aren't
Yeah,
here.
and again, I know that a lot of you guys out there got down. It wasn't a get right pick. This is
sprinkle.
This is an entertainment only play, just for entertainment's sake.
You know, sprinkles.
Yeah.
Everybody likes
You want to know the main reason I said Miami of Ohio? Because it makes no sense. Who's taking Miami of Ohio?
My cousin went to Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, but even he's not taking them in this game. He would take UAB. But we're talking Lions, Jets, and on the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Mike G. Neal looks looking awesome with that haircut. Thanks, Mike. Mark Walston says, ain't nothing like a Friday haircut. Watch out weekend. Oh, yeah. Rolling out to Boise, Idaho tomorrow. Look out, Boise.
Look out. That's
Look out.
It.
We're ready to roll.
Boise might be the new
Take a
Arizona
picture on the blue
State,
turf.
boys.
I have before, and I'll do it again. I'm sure we'll go into the stadium. I'll get a shot on the blue turf for everybody.
Please.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you're good with those shots. Those prove-it photos.
Yeah, prove it. Proven Phillips.
Didn't have to do that back in the day.
Justin Station said, Justin, I don't remember it being in here before. Appreciate you tapping into the show, though, my friend. Can't believe people actually think the Jets are going to win. And I'll tell you guys what. I'll come correct with this. I did take the Jets before this news. I did think the Jets were going to win this game before that news. I am a big Mike White guy, too.
Mike White.
I am. A lot like the Jets locker room.
It's hard not to love Mike White.
Too.
Yeah. I am not in any way, shape, or form a Zach Wilson guy.
I don't think anybody is. I think there's Zach Wilson moms. And then
so it begs the question, Max Lee, why not start Flacco? One last chance for Wilson, question mark?
Well, Flacco can't move. And we talked about it with Abe. The Jets' offensive line is not good. And so Flacco would be a sitting duck back there.
Yeah, and maybe you'll get to see Flacco or whatever. I think, Spenny, what you said before we went to break about you had this game 28-20, but now you have it more 28-12. So you expect the Lions to continue to put up this offense that they've continued not quite get to 30, which they've done, I think, 7 times now. But 28 is still good against this, probably one of the better defenses, if not the best that they've faced. Maybe Philly, arguably.
It's top 3, I'd say. Like Philly, I don't really put it because it was the first game of the year.
Yeah, you're right.
But Dallas and New England and the Jets, that's probably the top 3 defenses.
Right, so putting 28. So I had this game like a 20-10 game.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna be able to move the ball and stuff like that. How much to score? I don't really have the points that much, but I feel more confident now that definitely Zach Williams. But I still, like Spence, you and I have been talking about the whole time. I wanted Quinnen Williams. It doesn't look good, Abe, for us in that aspect because he's probably going to play.
Yeah.
And we don't want him to play.
That's for sure.
But you know what, Neal? I think you're selling me more on this being a bigger deal because of both aspects on and off the field.
I just feel like it changes everything. Yeah, I just feel like it changes everything as far as what the Jets are going to do. And again, I know that a lot of people are in here. They're talking like 38-6 and stuff like that. That ain't happening.
No.
It's the NFL on the road, guys.
And here's the one thing. Sorry to interrupt, but here's the one thing is you don't know too, because this could be real. You might see Flacco
before it's all said and done. Sure.
No. But because you know what? How do you teach somebody a lesson? You let the train hit them a few times, right? Where you need me more than not, and selling out, taking your responsibility. So, are you going to go extra hard for that guy? And you're already depleted offensive line, so you might see him anyways.
For me with this game, do I expect the Lions to win now? I do. By any means necessary. It doesn't matter at this point. A W, because if they win, guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be ugly. And it's going to be grimy. And I was telling Sam Flannel this too. Certain spots in NFL games, don't expect 330 and 3 tutties and no picks for Jared Goff, by the way.
Yeah.
No.
Do not expect that.
No, you shouldn't expect that at all from Jared Goff. But I don't think Jared Goff is going to need to put up 330 and 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. The interesting thing about this game, and I don't think people are talking about it enough, we look at this as a game of sort of strength on strength. The Lions have a great offense. The Jets have a great defense. I'm looking at their weaknesses. The Lions' defense, it hasn't been as much of a weakness the past 6 games. The past 6 games, they've only allowed 20 points per game. Aiden Hutchinson has come on. James Houston is now on the roster. He's been playing great. Kirby Joseph in the past 6 games has really sort of come on as well. Those were guys that were not really factors at the beginning of the year. And the Jets' offense, you're playing Zach Wilson at quarterback, Zonovan, whatever his last name is, at Knight at running back, Breece Hall being out's huge, and then Corey Davis, their second wide receiver, is out as well. So this is a team with the Jets that's offense could look pretty anemic in this game, and a Lions defense that is coming on and playing better. So if you're a Lions fan, you should be very, very confident.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday about how the lack of weapons that the Jets have. It's like Garrett Wilson's having a good year, but if you put Amon-Ra on the Jets, he's their number one wide receiver.
No question.
And then the Lions receivers 2 through 5 would be the number 2 receiver on the Jets.
I'll give Mike G this in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. I'll give you the one, okay, Mike, because you're trying hard, and I appreciate the effort. I asked Black Santa for Neal's haircut. It's at the top of my list. You can mix in my haircut and Black Santa all you want. I gave you the one. All right? I gave you the one. Can we move on, Mike G? Thank you. You're respected. You're a respected contributor to the show.
You're a big part of this.
You're a big part of what we do, Mike G.
It is the holiday season.
Yes.
Appreciate you. It's very given on this Friday.
I'll give you the one. Can we move on, Mike? Thank you in advance.
You're giving Miami, Ohio, sprinkle.
Oh boy, big early fourth down for Miami of Ohio to start this football game, and it's not looking good. Turnover on downs. But anyway, I think we can get in trouble for me broadcasting the game live.
Yeah.
But anyway, though, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. LGRW Sparty. I'm not affiliated with Woodward Sports, I promise, but I just looked at the gear on their shop, and there's some fire merch in there. WoodwardSports.com, by the way. Go ahead and shop for the holidays.
There's some fire in there for sure.
Yeah.
You can get this hoodie that I'm wearing right now.
Check it out.
On WoodwardSports.com. You can get the hoodie D-Mac's wearing right now.
Woodward Wings?
WoodwardSports.com.
Thanks to the fans.
Sam Flannel's just got a regular old Blue Friday Debo flannel. Give it to me, by the way.
That's my bike, punk.
All right, there you go. Absolutely.
It has been a minute.
Yeah, so I figured we had to go back to it. That just kind of popped in my head. I mean, for me, real quick, too, for this Lions game, and you talk about that, and I respect that. And you guys know how I feel about Zach Wilson. They're an NFL team at home. They're going to get in the teens. You see, you know how I like to work backwards on stuff.
Yeah.
You're the Lions. You're on the road. You know the splits with Goff, and it's not because Goff is a, quote, bad quarterback or anything like that. It's life on the road in the National Football League against an elite defense.
It's hard to win on the road.
Especially against an elite.
Yeah.
Elite. Not a good.
In the cold.
Yeah. Elite defense.
As Easy said, playing in the Netherlands. I meant to say
but it's a cold game, so what do you like? And the way that you set up, and I know it's tough, but you got to like our running game. Right?
Which I do.
This is you got to like the way that we're set up going into this game. I mean,
which I do.
Look at, like I said, our receivers now. They got obviously Sauce Gardner and the shutdown on the one side, but there's also questions, guys, of who's healthy, who's not, but also who's playing off against. I think that this is where this also too shows game plan and where Ben Johnson. Going into this, and as we've gotten better and better, and that's the one thing's been consistent. There's been a couple misses. What did they miss the last? What did they do right the last road game they won with the Giants? What did they do wrong? In New England. So it's going to be a tougher game than you think. But I mean, Zach Wilson as their quarterback is a blessing for the Lions.
No, it is. It is true. But I do want to talk about that Jets defense when we come back. But I also want to tell you about Cintron because it's the official energy drink of the Detroit Red Wings and served down at LCA as well. My son will probably ask for one. I'm going to the Pistons game tonight. My son will probably ask for one. And you know what? I'll get him the cranberry because that's what he wants. You can try any one of the 3 delicious flavors, and they're all included in the Red Wings themed 6-pack sampler box. Cranberry, classic, sugar-free, all in one Red Wings themed package. You want one? Cool. Go to CintronWorld.com/Red Wings. They're doing a deal on there for the holidays. Don't believe me? Go to the website. Look for it yourself. CintronWorld.com/Red Wings. Get energized with Cintron, and let's go Red Wings.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Goff, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
What's a winter wonderland if you can't shop, eat, and play? Lucky for you, you can do it all at the Downtown Detroit Market, Cadillac Lodge, and the new winter version of the Monroe Street Midway, all located just across the street from Campus Martius Park. Find the fun at deckedoutdetroit.com.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
Neal Ruhl here for Custom Health Centers. Our guy, Ryan Ermanni, has began his journey with Custom Health Centers. You can see he's got the ripped six-pack already. No, we're just kidding. He is down over 15 pounds, though, and it is working for him. And it's worked for a lot of people with Custom Health Centers. Over 20,000 people, as a matter of fact. They've helped big-time professional athletes as well. Former Piston bad boy Rick Mahorn, Lions kicker Eddie Murray. They can help you too. They're helping Ryan Ermanni right now. He's putting in the work. He's doing the job. He's making the change. You want to do it too? You can start losing weight today. Call Dr. Jason and Custom Health at 844-789-8446. That's 844-789-THIN. On and poppin', Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, T-Foss down at LCA today. He is not with us. We will table the Black Santa discussion till next week. He will be bringing a Black Santa into the studio in doll form. So there is that. Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter, you know the squad that we have. And, you know, we're getting deep in the woods. God, it's good to be able to do this, though. I just want to ride this as long as we can.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, please win. Please beat Zach Wilson. Please. I like this. I enjoy this. Is it fun, D-Mac?
I mean, and obviously the lines move, so Vegas feels the same way that you do. They got to go out and play. Obviously, Zach Wilson, you got to worry about, you know, not that Wilson's the one you got to worry about. You got to worry about Garrett instead, and you got to worry about, you know, their defense and what they bring. The biggest thing is what they've done to me is they've taken care of the ball and they've won the turnover battle, right? Their bend but don't break defense, their self-awareness, which has come. They got to continue it. Now we look at if guys, and I wouldn't be too worried. Who misses practice yesterday or today, or you hear things that the defense is sick or stuff like this.
I'm convinced Quinn Williams playing. I'm convinced that Quinn Williams is going to play.
I'd be preparing for him to play. If he doesn't play, it's a bonus. But what I'm saying is that you're just rolling down the track. You're not changing anything, right? You're just trying to continue to do what you're going to do. I would think that this game will be a little bit more run heavy, right? And we're going to lean a little bit more on that offensive line, especially early. But I think it's going to be a close game, and you know it's going to be tighter. But the big thing is we got to take care of the football, because when we've done that, we've been successful. It makes sense, but that's really what's pointed out. So, you know, we're learning how to hold teams to field goals. We're learning how to turn the ball over. We're learning that's what good teams do. So I look for them to continue. If they're for real, if what we're seeing and things are different, like they're my proof. You're asked on Mondays, what's your proof that it's different? Then they win this game.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread, XYYX. Neal, if we don't win, the NFL is still rigged. I like that logic. I do. Here's the deal for me.
You should be saying if we win, the NFL is still rigged, because we haven't won yet, and it's been rigged. That's the wrong way.
Here's the deal for me is, I've been wanting to drop this all week and talk about it, because I've seen a lot of the media hype machine are like the Aiden Hutchinson versus Sauce defensive rookie of the year. And I have Sam Flannel as the buffer here. Flannel, here's the number that blows me away about the Jets. And I want to pull it up here because I want to make sure that I have it right exactly. The New York Jets are 5th in the league in sacks. Fifth.
Yeah.
They blitz only 15% of plays. It is incredible how little they blitz. And the reason they're able to do that, Sam Flannel, ...
I mean, they're able to do that because they have a guy like, obviously Sauce Gardner. He's a guy that can hold receivers for as long as possible. And, when you got a guy like Quinnen Williams this year is having an Aaron Donald type season. Yes. He has been dominant. He should be in consideration for Defensive Player of the Year. He has 11 sacks as an interior, and we can get pressure up the middle. If you can get pressure up the middle with a guy like Quinnen Williams, you're almost unstoppable as a pass rush. You got guys like Carl Lawson, of course, who are also kind of like piling up the sacks.
Sheldon Rankins, too.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a damn good defensive front, and it is led by Quinnen Williams. And if he plays, he could present a problem.
Not damn good, elite.
Elite.
And see, that's my thing. For like the people that think they're going to roll in there in the Jet Stadium in those conditions and rack up 31 points, that's crazy talk.
Neal, I'll do it since he's not here. The Jets' defensive line, they have a very fine defensive line.
Very fine players.
He's a very fine player, Quinnen Williams, but he might be a little banged up. And that being said, Frank Ragnow is going to be the best center that he's lined up against all year.
And that's fair. Hey, that's going strength on strength.
Yeah.
But in the backfield for the Jets. And look, I know that it's an unpopular opinion around these parts. But when I give you those numbers, Sam Flannel, when we talked about what they're able to do defensively, it's because of Sauce Gardner. This guy's going to be...
And DJ Reed.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But this Sauce Gardner could be an all-pro as a rookie.
He's going to be.
That's unheard of.
Yeah. As a cornerback, that doesn't happen.
You're flying into the sun, D-Mac, with this matchup here.
Yeah, but you can explain the why. Nick Saban told you this. When Alabama, did he not? When Alabama plays Cincinnati and he doesn't throw at his side. But what I'm saying is, yes, it is, but sometimes these guys, they come around, every 8 to 10 years. And he could be that guy. But, again, I see it in the chat thread. People are excited. And I agree, Jameson Williams, as they get him into this, will get more plays, even though limited. But, we'll see. We're going to see. So that's where matchups go on. That's where you have to pick apart. Maybe that's why the offensive line's so important. That's why your running game's so important, right? The dink and dunk. Is this where Amon-Ra shows out in the slot? Do we take advantage of different places? This is where it comes down to game planning and Ben Johnson. It's not just the way Ben Johnson has called the game as it's gone. It's because he's been prepared. And this is going to be exciting because I have a lot of respect for the Jets and Robert Saleh. And this team plays hard for him. And they're more of a veteran team. This is what you want to sort of build your defense to be like. So, this is going to be the proverbial one-score game.
There's no question. I've never been more convinced about that.
It's just how many points there would be, because if it's 13-10, I can see it. If it's 24-21, I can't see 38-35.
17-13, around there. There's a lot of Army-Navy vibes to this one. I got a hard time
seeing both teams getting to the 20s.
I would agree with that.
But maybe Spencer's right at 28-20 or some 28-24 or something like this. But I just don't see it.
Let me see. Steve Lehman says, Neal, put the teams the Jets have played in context. And I didn't want it to turn into this because I'm as hopeful as anybody. I love the ride, too. I didn't want to turn into this like it's coming off like I'm defending the Jets. But then I would say, we'll put the Lions wins in context.
Yeah, this is the penultimate stat that just shows how great the Jets defense has been this year. Zach Wilson, who is a bum, by the way, is 5-2 as a starter. And it's all because the Jets defense just held teams to like 17 points, 10 points, 9 points, 10 points, 17. It's just, if you can make Zach Wilson 5-2 as a starter because your defense is so good, you're an elite defense. Zach Wilson is a bum.
That's the eyeball test theory there. That transcends numbers.
Yes.
Zach Wilson. I'm a believer in the eyeball test. I am 26-10 or 11, whatever it is, with the picks.
Oh, yeah.
Because of it, a lot of it is the eyeball test, and I think that we're witnessing our team being the eyeball test. You're watching this be different, right? They're going to come out because they play hard. both sides of the ball, punch in the face, and they figured out on defense is that if they bend but don't break and win the turnover battles, they're going to win games. I think it works out, man. But I think there's a mirror of these two teams a little bit, because I think that they, other than the Jets quarterback, that they both play as a team. They play as a team, not as different units.
Don Burr says these guys are acting like we are Houston. You're going into New York and playing one of the elite defenses in the National Football League on the road. You're not getting in the 30s, guys. Stop with that. This is why I want to get nuts and bolts and get down in the weeds and talk about it. Can you win this game 17-13? That's how I think it's going to play out.
No, you don't need to get into the 30s to win that game. And that's the thing that I think us Big D Energy people who are on the show and the listeners need to understand. They absolutely can and should win this game. Are they going to get into the 30s? Probably not. It's very unlikely. The defense, it's even been better than we think, because the first 3 weeks they didn't even play that well. What they've been doing since week 4 has basically been one of the 3 best defenses in all of the NFL. And you've got Quinnen Williams, who's one of probably the best interior linemen this year, a candidate for Defensive Rookie Player of the Year, and Sauce Gardner, who's already one of the best corners in the NFL right now. This defense is elite. We just got to make sure that Zach Wilson-led offense can't get off the ground.
No, yeah, there is no question about it. A lot of people talking about, too, who's Sauce lining up on and things like that. All I know is when he lined up on Stephon Diggs, it didn't work out well for Stephon Diggs. That's what I know.
The whole thing is that, and this is what I saw GW Kid put it in the chat thread, because Spencer and I were talking about this before the show, is you have that. This is where the beauty of having other guys like we saw we have receivers. Right, Chark. You have Williams, who will play limited, but Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds. Look at what Khalif Raymond has done, right? So there's other weapons, and we're going to have to pick. You're going to see it, just like everything else. Who cares? Whoever is going to be the sacrificial lamb that day, because everybody else has to show up.
And this is a game too where I think Amon-Ra St. Brown will be feast. Will be the show, man. Right? I mean, you're looking at a 10-12 catch day, I think, for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, because I think that's their best route to victory, because that's where they can exploit the Jets' defense. The limited places you can exploit them is over the middle, sort of in where the tight ends. You see, the little plays even last week. You see how they sprinkle Zylstra at the tight end in here and there. And even Brock Wright should have had a catch on a little scramble play that Goff went to flick it to him, but the outlets. But I think that this week we see Amon-Ra St. Brown be the star again.
Steve Lehman says Detroit's averaging 27 points a game. They are getting to 30. Stop. Okay, Steve. Okay, man. I hope you're right, because if you're right, they're winning. Because I know Zach Wilson ain't getting
They've averaged 29.4 over the past 6.
Yeah, but they haven't played the Jets.
They haven't played the Jets.
At New York.
They haven't played at New York, yeah. Well, they did, but it was the Giants, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, absolutely. But who's a little more Zach Wilson?
Yeah.
And did they get in the 30s that day?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
I don't think so. I think it was 24.
It's hard out there, guys. That's all I'm saying. For me, though, Amon-Ra St. Brown, it's got to be that dude. And for me, lunch is all about Cousins' Maine Lobster.
That's for sure, because Cousins' Maine Lobster is the place to go if you want lobster. I mean, come on, it's in the name. And Woodward Sports loves lobster, and that's why the best way to get your fix is at Cousins' Maine Lobster. With 2 trucks rolling around Detroit, you can be sure to find the best lobster rolls, lobster tots, lobster tacos, and Terry and my favorite, lobster grilled cheese to power through the day. Go to cousinsmainelobster.com and find the schedule, or you can just scan that QR code right there and figure out where they are around the city. So make sure you hit up Cousins' Maine Lobster to get your lobster fix.
It's back. Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuff-A Studio is here. The past 2 years, we've collected new unwrapped toys and stuffed our studio so we could hardly fit in it. This year, we're doing it even bigger. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping or just sitting on your couch ordering presents, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio, 15 Mile in Woodward and Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock. to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. It's the time of year to do for others. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe. Stuff a Studio 2022 with Woodward Sports.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You can get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Guardian Alarm, they keep you safe and give you peace of mind, whether at home, on the road, personal, business. It is the holiday season. All your trees are up, the presents around the tree. Make sure they're safe. You too can be part of the Guardian Alarm family, but I need you to call 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
Listen, Guardian Alarm has been protecting the flannels on this Friday. It is how many straight flannel days?
178.
178 straight days of flannel protection. Guardian Alarm, your local security experts. They too, if you give them a call, 1-800.
Stay out. Stay out of the defensive backfield, Quinn Williams.
Give them a call. Protect whatever you need.
Back at it here, Big D Energy Woodward Sports Network, the Monroe Street Midway. You guys know what's going on out there. The winter bumper cars, the Arctic Slide, the Puck Putt, the Midway Arcade, the food favorites as well. Oh, do I have your attention, Spencer? Yes, I do.
Fried mac and cheese is my attention.
If I laid this out for you, burgers, pierogies, or homemade chili, or a chicken sandwich?
Burger, probably.
Pierogies.
Burger and pierogies, I'd say.
That's why I was disappointed you didn't say burger and pierogies.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, Spencer.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not lying to me, right?
No.
You're going in.
Burger and pierogies.
Absolutely.
And the fried mac and cheese.
And and you'll have that for dessert, little fried mac and cheese bites. If you're not like Spenny, there are gluten-free and vegan goodies available as well. And look, let's be real, the star of the show, you know him, S. Claus will be in the house, showing up for photos through December 22nd on Thursdays and Fridays. Yes, today, 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock, on Saturdays and Sundays from 12 to 4. It's free. Roll on out there. Get the photo with the kids and Santa Claus as well. He'll be out there, as we said, Thursdays and Fridays from 4 to 8, Saturdays and Sundays from 12 to 4. That is free. It's Monroe Street Midway. It's all going on. Fun time down there. They got the shops, they got the lodge, whatever you need to go have fun out in the winter downtown. It's Monroe Street Midway. You want more information? Go to deckedoutdetroit.com. Pulling up on the second hour of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Darren, McCarty, Neal, Ruhl, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter as well. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. JustSpeak313 says, Neal still doesn't believe. I told you guys I think they're going to win the football game. You can't lose to Zach Wilson and be a playoff team.
That's fair.
Now we are going to do this.
Wow.
Things change.
This is James Franklin, Iowa, Purdue. This is
things change.
This is This is the Zach Wilson at quarterback you can't lose to is the same reason why you can't bet with James Franklin and Penn State, which is why Iowa will always Iowa and Purdue will always Purdue.
This is where it's different. This is where exactly the same category. This is where it's different, Spenny. And I want to know, can a playoff team, or should a playoff team lose to Zach Wilson? Yes or no? Seems pretty simple to me. Spenmo will put that up in the WoodwardSports.com chat poll in just a minute. Should a playoff team lose to Zach Wilson? No. Things change, man, when new information presents itself. And I will be honest with you guys, If Mike White was playing, I would stick with the Jets to win this football game. I would, based on the defensive metrics. I would. But Zach Wilson's out there. I expect the Detroit Lions to win. I don't care how it's done. Like, I don't, if you want to tell me, style points and ish like that, I don't care. It's a road game in the NFL.
We're beyond style points. We're on just facts of cold-blooded wins and losses.
National Football League, win a road game, move on.
We have no room for error.
Right. D4MD says, how about burger-filled pierogies? I think that would work as well.
I'm in, or I'm pierogi-filled burgers.
Jesus Christ.
You guys all right over there?
Yeah.
How Mike?
Infiltrated by the wood.
Look who's in there over there with you.
Oh, this guy. And he's laughing. And
he's laughing.
Yeah,
hey, get this. Catch that.
Happy Adam. There's Happy Adam. You guys don't get to see him in the morning.
Adam Bayduna.
The deal right now. We're feeling great.
Yeah, Adam Bayduna, the Morning Woodward Show, 8 to 10 here, woodwardsports.com with my guy.
Did you hear what he said?
Juicy J, Jeff I. Frady. What up?
Did you hear what he said?
No.
Okay, well, yeah, good. Hopefully the listeners did.
I had the mics down. Don't worry. When I saw Adam go in, I'm like,
that's an instinct move right there. That's an instinct move. WoodwardSports.com chat thread.
Yeah, job instinct.
Chuck Brewer says, Neal, the way the chat's talking, I must have fallen asleep and didn't realize the Lions have been replaced by the 72 Dolphins. No, but hey, and I'm here for it, man. I am, because we haven't got to do this ever here at Woodward Sports. So we're happy about it. I still think they're going to win because you can't. The bottom line in all of this, and you were chatting, Spenny, so you missed it. We're going to pose a question to the people.
Okay.
Should a playoff team lose to Zach Wilson? Yes or no? Because if you lose to Zach Wilson, man.
No, I totally agree.
Even though he is 5-2 as a starter, you see what I'm saying about this defense?
He has the defensive system.
Yeah.
Right. He is protected. His army around him, but there's faults in it because now it sort of turns back to, is somebody going to turn, right? If he's their Caesar, is somebody going to turn on them because it's rocky in that relationship, right? At the time before, Neal, when this was happening, when he was the starter, his team believed in him. That's right. Because is that not fact?
I mean. I suppose
to the outsiders, whether what they so it's proven that whether they believed in him or not until when he came out and said it wasn't his fault and he thought he played good and they scored 3 points and different things like that, right? His aloofness to it, they proved that they could win with him before. But was that the straw that broke the camel's back? No. If it gets into the public, it's been there before. So there is that there, though.
Yeah.
Don't you agree? There is strife in the locker room. Are we going to see it? We get pressure early. Will they turn on each other?
I mean, there should be strife within the locker room. That was one of the most shameful displays on a press conference that I've ever seen. Zach Wilson not even taking responsibility. The Jets lost that game 10-3, and the only points they gave up was a punt return, but basically a game-winning punt return and a field goal. And the fact that Zach Wilson couldn't just sort of take the easy route and just say this one was on me, I'll do better next time. That's all you had to do. But instead, he basically said, nah, I didn't, it wasn't my fault.
And it's the easiest thing in the world to do.
Yep. I mean, everybody, even Zach Wilson, someone with that little of self-awareness, has to know that you cost the team the game all by yourself.
Yeah, and how about this? Even if you don't think you did, you're the quarterback, so just stand there and say, hey, guys, I have to be better. I'm the baseline. I have to be better for us to have a chance.
And that's the difference between him and a guy like Jared Goff. Like we saw Jared Goff come out yesterday and say, you take accountability for not playing well. Even Tom Brady gets criticized. What am I going to do? It's on me. Obviously, there's a lot of scrutiny on the quarterback position. When I don't play well, I'll come out and say I don't play well. And Zach Wilson did the exact opposite. He said, oh, it wasn't my fault. And that's how you get a locker room to turn on you.
But am I out of line, like Eric Allen says right here? Am I out of line he says, does the O-line allow Wilson to get hit enough to get pulled from the game to give Flacco a chance to play and them a chance to win? Am I out of line to ask that question?
Yeah,
with all that's going on.
Yeah, I don't think it's to that point. Like, I think even the O-line realizes they have a better chance with Zach Wilson than Joe Flacco.
Okay, I get it, but the question is it wrong to act like if somebody else is putting it in there? Does that cross your mind? Because it crossed my mind.
Maybe
I just wonder if that crossed. Like, and if it crossed my mind as the guy who's been in the locker room and as the athlete, I just wondered if it crosses your mind. And if Eric Allen said so, that, like, I think that, to your point, Spenny, I don't think it plays to an effect unless it's like that scar. And you keep pounding it, keep pounding it, keep pounding. That's why when it goes wrong for them, if they get behind, do we see cracks in the armor?
I mean, there's still, and I respect your opinion because you've been in professional locker rooms, but these are still NFL players. These are guys, this is a team that is fighting for a playoff spot, and Mike White isn't out for the season or anything. If I'm a member of the Jets, if I'm on the offensive line, I'm thinking we just got to survive and advance from this game with Zach Wilson, and then Mike White's going to come back, and we can make a playoff run. I'm not going to just sabotage Zach Wilson. That's Bush League behavior no matter how big of a D-bag your quarterback is. You can't do that.
That's facts.
But he brought up the point, if they as a team feel that Joe Flacco gives them a better chance to win.
God.
As a team. Right? I agree with you, as the professionals are going to go out and not sabotage that, but to his point, right, where he said, but if that team is talking that, hey, I'm just asking the questions.
Yeah. Right. WoodwardSports.com chat
and
thread.
he said God, so it makes you think, right?
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Rack says, I believe it was the great Dom Toretto once said, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. And then he did like this. And everyone started cheering for some reason.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
This is Brazil. God, those movies are so terrible.
And this is Big Boy, and they got the comfort food going on. Wintertime in Detroit, it's always better with the comfort food from Big Boy. Try the classic meatloaf, Spenny would, or the Cajun chicken Alfredo. Boy, another touchdown, or no, field goal by UAB. But hey, a touchdown is breakfast at Big Boy. Stuffed potato pancakes, they're back. The Lumberjack, the Santa Fe Garden, or the Blockbuster. Stop by your local Big Boy today for the comfort foods.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Goff, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
When it comes to making your haircut truly an experience, there's no better place than Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Come to any one of our 26 Metro Detroit locations for an award-winning haircut experience and qualify for a chance to win a down payment for your dream home up to $200,000. Our precision haircut and talented stylists will have you looking good, feeling good, and give you a chance to change your life forever. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Jeff Akuta and Wicked Awesome Wishes present Hope for the Holidays. Jeff Akuta gives his financial support, time, and love for the city of Detroit with Chad Johnson and his amazing foundation, Wicked Awesome Wishes. Together, Jeff and Chad have been game planning all year long to make this Christmas one to remember for underprivileged children and their families. Special thanks to Lions players Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tracy Walker, Will Harris, and more, along with Lions alumni Lomas Brown and Joyak Bell, and the awesome people at Lighthouse Coolidge Community Building in Oak Park. Together, we'll make sure every child has new shoes, warm coats, hats, and socks, plus free haircuts to help everyone feel their best. And don't forget Woodward Sports' Braylon Edwards, Ryan Ermanni, and Darren McCarty will be there too. Hope for the holidays from Jeff Akuta and Wicked Awesome Wishes.
Neal Ruhl here for Chili Peppers Tanning, where you find the cleanest salons in the D with spotless, sanitized rooms and trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club. Get all the best deals. They'll beat the competitors' prices by at least $5. They sell all the top-of-the-line beauty lotions as well. The Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Cal Tan, and Spencer Raxter's personal favorite, the Swedish Beauty Lotions.
Oh, yeah.
ChiliPeppersTanning.com. The hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, the darkest tans. They are your vitamin D headquarters. And look, it's been sunny like once the last 11 days here. If you want some vitamin D, you're going to have to go to Chili Peppers Tanning. You ain't getting it here. Sun never comes out anymore. 27 locations, more on the way. Go to ChiliPeppersTanning.com. It's Chili Peppers Tanning, y'all.
Chili Peppers Tan?
Yay, yay. Motoring through the second hour of the show here on a Friday. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter as well. What's up? Oh, all right.
Saying hello.
You're just feeling it, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's feeling it. And you should. Big game. Should a playoff team lose to Zach Wilson? 91% of you say no. People in the Woodward Sports Chats thread, though, said, well, I guess the Bills aren't making the playoffs because they did lose.
They did.
What are you more worried about, defending the end zone or defending your mom against Zach Wilson?
248. No, but that plays into it, guys. You know what I mean? This team beat the Bills. I'm just saying, they did.
Hey, they're a dangerous team still. I mean, I think we all agree. We all expect the Lions to win, except one person in the room who shall not be named right now. But the Jets are dangerous. They have an elite defense. They did beat the Bills, but they're a hell of a lot less dangerous with Mike White, with Zach Wilson as their quarterback instead of Mike White. Hell of a lot.
No, absolutely. Sam Flannel, we good to go. We do have a guest in studio, a big time fan.
Yes.
Of Woodward Sports and Big D Energy. Absolutely.
Yes.
A noted New York slap as well. Our guy Abe in Southfield here in studio.
Who's bigger slap, New York slap, Abe or Maz?
Abe.
Maz for sure. Maz for sure. Because Maz, look.
No, wait. But you actually we can have a conversation with.
Yeah, that's what's different.
There's also a big difference, right?
Do you guys argue? Like, do you agree with Maz, or is Maz not? Am I wrong to compare to even say that? Did I offend you with saying putting you?
Well,
in
I get
Maz?
offended very, very easily.
Okay,
most things do.
So
most
explain
things
the difference between a you fan, a New York fan, and a Maz fan.
Maz loves the Mets.
You love the Mets.
I love the Mets. I bleed blue and orange like you bleed.
Who loves the Mets more?
I love the Mets more.
He does.
For sure.
I agree.
Then Maz?
Yeah, Maz wears the Yankees jerseys all the time.
Maz also loves the Yankees. I will never root for the Yankees.
Okay. Yeah.
Maz loves the Jets and the Giants. I hope the Giants never win another game unless they're playing the Patriots in the Super Bowl. So that's the big difference. It's kind of like being out here. Can you be a diehard Michigan and Michigan State fan? No, you can't be. Like, yeah, I can like both teams. That's cute. That's nice. Yeah. Rather, I went to Eastern, so I'll really root for both of them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you can't be a diehard Michigan fan, and then when State plays against Iowa, like, yeah, I hope State wins. No, you want Iowa to beat them 75-0.
All right, Abe, that's not the reason we got you here right now. I love, too, the first comment, WoodwardSports.com chat thread comes from Steve Lehman. Get Abe out of here. So, okay, well, let's get in. Abe, play the part. Here's your time to shine, man. I know you're crushed. I know you're absolutely crushed by the news that Mike White is not playing.
I threw up right outside. Yeah.
Pave the way. Break it. What's a New York guy's take on it?
I threw up because Zach Wilson's playing this game. That's the end of it. You talked about it at length. How the Jets defense, elite. And I know all the storylines of they only played certain quarterbacks and all. That's cool. But the Jets defense is absolutely elite, top 3 in the NFL, and there's no question about it. I know you read off those stats.
Yeah.
5th in sacks and only pressure 15% of the time. And
That's an incredible number.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And it's not just Quinnen Williams and his 11 sacks. It's also a 10-man fresh rotation that is constantly going in and out. And I mentioned this with the heavyweights last night. On Madden, you play your top 4 defensive linemen 100% snaps at a time, right? The great players, the Bosas, the Watts, even Hutchinson, he's on the field 85-90% of the time. And what happens late in the fourth quarter? We're all human beings. We get tired. They're getting beat up. You're going to lose a step. It's a natural thing to happen. But what if you only played 60% of those snaps? Now in the fourth quarter, you're rejuvenated. You still have gas in the tank. And the Jets can do that because they play a 10-man rotation of not just, nice little guys that can get there every now and then. We're talking about 10 NFL starters on any other team. If Bryce Huff, who's the Jets' number 4 D end, was here in Detroit, he'd be your starting left end. And there's no question about it. So that's the rotation on the defense that's just constantly elite. And then you have the back end, Sauce Gardner. I mean, he might be the best corner in all of football.
All right, what about this? Because you're getting lit up right now.
I love it.
Yeah, I know you do. God says Amon-Ra is going to catch 10 on Sauce. Book it. But Sauce won't be on Amon-Ra.
Sauce won't be on Amon-Ra.
No, here's the question, right? So Carter, right, is your slot receiver?
The slot corner, Michael Carter.
Slot corner, right? Exactly. Whatever. He's going to see a lot. That's like we're going to have to.
He will.
Do you have exploitations in your defense. So if you're sitting in enemy territory right now, what are you worried about from this Lions team?
Amon-Ra.
To defend. Right? Because he's going to pick you off in that in between, that zone read, soft read. You guys, the one thing that you guys haven't been good at is your red zone defense this year. So what are you worried about from us as Lions?
The big thing that stops the Jets is a slot receiver. And that's really any NFL team, because that's got to be the hardest position to defend. You're, as a corner, playing against a slot receiver.
All the routes are angled.
All the receivers knows what they're doing, has all this movement to go, all these places to go, and you can't touch them for the most part.
Right.
So you're pretty limited as a slot cornerback, and that's where Amon-Ra worries me. But the Jets' defense has been built in a way where they don't let anything behind them. LaMarcus Joyner is that center field free safety. Nothing gets behind him. So if nothing's getting behind you and Amon-Ra's in the slot, yeah, he'll beat Michael Carter, but he's not going to have all this green space ahead of him to go for an explosive 70-yard play. I said yesterday, I think Amon-Ra goes 8 catches for 60 yards, where it's a very respectable game, and I don't think Amon-Ra's a bad player by any means. It's a respectable game, but the other receivers on the outsides they're going to be suffocated.
Talking with our guy Aben Southfield, he's a Jets slappy. We figured, hey, let's go to the source on it here.
So do you have a Jets win in this game? What's your score?
I did until an hour ago.
Okay, so you're like me then.
So I'm just looking at the stats. Somebody graciously said that Zach Wilson's PFF is, they'll take it for what it is, 37.7. The bottom line is Zach Wilson's worse than Russell Wilson.
But they're 5-2 with them as a starter. It's incredible to me.
What?
They're 5-2 with them as a starter. Sam Flannel broke it down.
What Abe just told you about the rest of the team is that they play in spite of him.
They do win in spite of him. Yeah.
And they have been. So do you play anything? What do you take as a Jets fan? Because you had to be just stoked, right? Where Salah made that quarterback change to Mike White. But is there anything in the locker room? Because these guys think this guy's just a toolbox?
It scares the crap out of me that the locker room absolutely hates Zach Wilson. When he made those comments.
Do you hate him as a fan?
I am not a Zach Wilson fan anymore. I loved Zach Wilson coming out of college, even rookie year, which was
even with
very
that confused face on the draft stage.
You found out
draft night.
About his shenanigans with Lamar. You were all in even more.
I was all in on Zach Wilson until he said those magic words
when
asked that question, "Is it your fault?" And he said no. Once he said that, and I went out there and I said he should never play again because he has completely lost the faith of his teammates.
Wow. A lot of people are asking about Jameson Williams in your scenarios.
I'm not worried. I'm not. Let's be real. Jameson Williams has how many career catches?
1 for a touchdown.
One catch.
But it's 41 yards every time he touches the ball.
On a broken play against Minnesota. Minnesota's really bad pass defense.
Worst in the league.
You're not worried about his speed?
No, because...
Okay.
What did Tyreek Hill didn't do anything against us?
Okay,
with Skylar Thompson as their quarterback.
Hey, if Tyreek Hill is fast enough to get
give me
past
a final
the
score, bro.
I had 20-17 Jets yesterday. I'm going 17-14 Jets.
Oh, he couldn't do it.
I can't do it.
14 points.
I can't do it. Yeah, look at the Jets defense. I know the Lions have a great offense. I'm not arguing that. But so do the Bills. Josh Allen is the best quarterback in football. If the Lions had Josh Allen, you guys would be, who knows
what this game comes down to, even more so, right? That we're saying all that, it's a turnover battle. Even more so than anything else, right? Like if
100%.
That's because that's where you're looking to score points.
And that's like when you start getting the analytics of things, that's where it bothers me. Like as a Lions fan and sitting here, rooting for the Lions is those turnover splits, home versus road. But it's like that for everybody, right? Like teams turn the ball over on the road. They
Absolutely.
just do.
And when the Jets were winning those games with Zach Wilson, he was playing mistake-free football.
Right.
Those losses are when he threw 3 picks to New England and threw for 2 yards in the second half. Lots of I can't hear
it. But it wasn't his fault.
Lots of mistakes. Right. No, but Zach Wilson, throwing against a good Miami defense, they put up 40. If he plays mistake-free football and they run the ball a lot and shorten the game, I think that plays into the Jets' Jets hands over the Lions hands.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Jonathan Anton, get him off. He's worse than Maz.
I'm a realist. I think the Jets have a great defense and a real Jets fan. I've been listening to Jets shows just like I listen to you guys every day.
Right.
There's plenty of Jets fans that are saying, "Oh, this is the Lions, 35-10. We got this in the bag." There are those fans out there. I don't.
You watch both teams, bro. So you realize that this is like a matchup. I said this earlier. This isn't out of the realm to say these teams are building the culture to get there, that this could someday be a Super Bowl matchup.
And I said this last night. Both teams are in very similar trajectories, where I think we're both a year ahead of time where we expect it to be in meaningful December football. I think we can all agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That we're both a year ahead of schedule.
Yeah, yours was more apparent out of the gate. Ours sort of like
Lions were 1-6 and they were
catch-up.
dead.
But through 13 games, we're both in that 6-7
Sort of like Neal
win.
catching the
100%.
team bus
No, that I
in the
agree
morning
with.
to the airport after a night out.
Woodward, hey, now you're hitting close to home. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Ryan Day, get this clown out of the studio. Jeremy Anderson, now he knows everybody hates him. I don't know if they're talking about Abe or Zach Wilson. Either or, it's pretty much the same thing
Most
right
people
now.
hate me. I'm okay with it.
Sleeping kind AOF. This guy's living in the sky. Rich Gibson says Abe equals Homer. No, I just like to get the the opposing point of view. Plug the podcast, man. I've been on it before. Plug the podcast.
Well, I appreciate that. DFS Uncensored.
Be your big daily fantasy sports guy.
A big daily fantasy sports. Me and your good friend Booner. Booner's one of my co-hosts on the show, along with Nick Faber, who a lot of you probably know from Honolulu Blues. We host a daily fantasy football podcast every week. And if you don't like me but like Lions fans like Booner,
then you're in there.
I recommend checking it out. We don't only talk Lions and Jets. It's mostly everywhere around the NFL, helping everybody win money, which at the end of the day is what we all like doing.
Absolutely. Appreciate you sliding through, Abe, for sure.
Always.
Because we got to go from a guy who likes to help people win money to Ryan Palter's picks coming up. So that's a big dichotomy. It almost makes me want to eat a turkey and Swiss sandwich first.
Yeah, me too, but we can't talk about that. We got to talk about Swiss Insurance. With the holiday season here, Swiss Insurance wants to remind you to insure those gifts of jewelry or collectibles. In the last 2 weeks, Swiss has saved its clients an average of 26% on their insurance premiums while increasing coverage. That's a lot of money to free up for the giving season. Happy holidays from Swiss Insurance, and go blue.
It's back. Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuff-A Studio is here. The past 2 years, we've collected new unwrapped toys and stuffed our studio so we could hardly fit in it. This year, we're doing it even bigger. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping or just sitting on your couch ordering presents, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio, 15 Mile in Woodward in Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. It's the time of year to do for others. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe. Stuff-A Studio 2022 with Woodward Sports.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Christmas, the most wonderful time of the year. Sleigh bells ring and caroling, songs of love and cheer. Lights shine over me and you, walking down Woodward Avenue.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and a safe and happy new year from the Feldman Automotive family.
Neal Ruhl here for Bedrock Detroit. You know it. We've been talking about it. Downtown Detroit's all decked out this holiday season with the return of the Cadillac Lodge and the Monroe Street Midway. The Midway has the giant slide, winter bumpers cars, an indoor arcade, plus you can get drinks at the Lodge before or after games downtown, or just for no good reason at all. But there's always a good reason. And it's all downtown for you with Decked Out Detroit. You can shop, eat, and play downtown all winter long. Go to deckedoutdetroit.com for more information. Back at it here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty here in the house. T-Foss, Terry Foster, is down at LCA for some Detroit Sports Media Association duty, so we'll give him the pass here on that. Abe taking a lot of slander in the WoodwardSports.com chat, as you might imagine, but that's all right. Yeah, but we're sitting here chopping it up. And Steve O'Baby says, Abe, would you please remind these Lions fans that Jared Goff has never played well in cold weather, LOL. Corey McLean, bring this Jets guy back Monday after the win for the Lions. We were talking about that with him. He's a man of accountability.
Oh, no, absolutely. Sure. He loves it.
Well, no, he told me his phone's going to be shut off.
That's the one thing, too, right? Like, Maz likes to argue, too. I think it's a New York thing. They're not afraid of confrontation. Right? So they're a little bit more, that's their comfort zone.
Because they never think that they never recognize that they're wrong.
Well, right. There's a difference, Neal, between hearing and listening, but that's another task. We'll get to it. But Monday, accountability.
Accountability Monday, absolutely. RJ Graham says, what's this Wonder song I'm hearing? I love it. Oh, that's Karen Newman, Detroit's own Karen Newman. So go ahead and jump online and look at it. So, and check it out if you like it. Adam Coleman says Lions 27-17. We don't have Ryan on, huh?
No, we don't.
All right, I texted him. He didn't respond. Usually he always responds all the time.
Probably making some deals.
He's like, man, I'm in such a hole. I got to sell these cars.
Yeah,
to
he
get things
did.
cooking.
I will, in the email last night, I want to tell the people he did say in capitals that he apologized and he will stop chirping because it's getting him nowhere.
That's fair.
I explained to him karma is real. So,
but hey, we can take the time and give the picks anyway. You have the graphics ready.
Yes.
All right, yeah. Since DMAC's in first place for this, let's go to DMAC first. He already got the weekend off to a 1-0 start. He took the San Francisco 49ers.
Put the sack on the table and said, let's go. Flew into the face of the sun.
Absolutely.
Acted, as Neal said, like it was 1997. Cup crazy.
So does he get the Lions minus the 1.5? Or
he gets them +1. Wow. It's at the time.
That's when you get it in.
That's when you
Do
get it in.
Understand? That's what I said at the beginning of the show. I really appreciate the consistency of the commissioner in this league compared to the NHL because he's consistent.
That's a sharp
Last
pick.
week it didn't favor me, the decision, which didn't hurt me, but there was a decision about a line spread.
Right.
Oh well.
It's at the time of submission.
Mr. Ruhl.
Yep. Hey,
I like where I'm at now. That even more +1 with Zach Wilson.
You bet your life on that one.
You know what? Pretty much. I bet my life on worse stuff. A lot less.
Whenever you do that, like that little dig about yourself, dude, it always makes me laugh.
But the thing is why it's funny is because you know it's true.
100%. Yeah, 110%.
So there's funny in the truth. Yes.
Also, you took the Commanders over the Giants in the Detroit Lions Bowl that will be played between the Commanders and the Giants.
I'm going with the eyeball test. I'm going with what it means. I'm going with everything else. I like this sort of Commanders team in the way that they've played, playing defense. Chase Young being back in the fold. So, and it's more so Danny Dimes and the Giants. I just don't like them. I don't like
the frauds.
About it. Right? I just
You're just not feeling it.
No, I'm not vibing it.
Not vibing it at all. Let's get T-Foss's picks up there. If you don't mind, T-Foss not here.
Favorite heavy week.
He is going with a favorite heavy week. Took the Minnesota Vikings minus a 4.5. That one just doesn't.
Who are they playing?
That just doesn't smell right to me. And it's one of those things where on paper it looks too good to be true.
It's like they're a mirage, Minnesota. How are you betting them, right? I don't know, but Terry.
It's just, there's no reason they should be only giving the Colts 4.5 at home. There's no reason whatsoever. Who would take the Colts in that situation?
Jeff Saturday?
Not the Jeff Saturday led Colts. Certainly not.
Yeah, but that almost tells me. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Is it the bounce back? Is it because it's the home? I don't know.
I don't either. But
that's why it's Terry.
That's what Terry does, man.
Terry does.
Terry also. Here's one that I despise: the Philadelphia Eagles minus the 9. I despise that pick. despise it. I'm just telling you guys, man. Don't be surprised.
Who are they playing?
The Bears in Chicago.
Oh, come on.
Guys, you guys keep effing around. I'll slap a get right on the Bears.
Don't.
Keep effing around, you'll find out.
I'm just sitting over here. I'm liking what I'm hearing right now as Terry's on my heels.
Yeah. You're talking about 9 points on the road in Chicago.
The Bears suck.
Absolutely they do. But they got a playmaker.
That's it.
But that's all it takes to cover 9 at home. Who are they going to call more penalties on in the game?
Probably the Eagles.
Okay.
But, I mean, Abe talks about the Jets' 10 deep offensive line or defensive line. The Eagles actually have a 10 deep defensive
They are,
line.
no doubt. No doubt. I'm just not in the business of nearly laying double digits on the road.
Well, explains why it's not your pick.
No, hey, let's pull my picks up there and see. We got to get right alert, by the way. We got to get right alert.
San Jose State, baby.
Now, I was trapped into taking the Jets. As I told you guys, Jets, I took the Jets with Mike White.
You were trapped into the line.
I was trapped into
You weren't trapped into taking the Jets. Get it straight. And you know what? You put your money where your mouth is because you were blasphemizing Terry's pick, and yet you threw the Bears +9.
Absolutely, I did. Absolutely, I did. I took the Jets with Mike White. I did not take the Jets with Zach Wilson. I just want everybody to know that. I love the Bears +9. Love them.
Is it a get right?
Love them. No, it is not a get right. Tuesday, the Idaho Potato Bowl. You want me to go against the karma? Brent Brennan coming on the show twice.
Since you've carried them there on your back since the beginning of the season.
Guys, here it is. Here's what 31-9, right, Minister of Accountability?
Yes, it is.
31-9, right, Sam Flannel? That's what it is. 31-9. It's 31-9.
I just put 50 on it.
It's 31-9. What's the number right now?
-110.
My guy. San Jose State Spartans against Eastern Michigan.
You mean the spread? It's still 3.5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Boom. Because it's been trending to look like it's going to clip 4 and 4.5. Here's the deal, guys. You know this. When I step into it, the San Jose State Spartans have never steered us wrong this year. Not once.
It's true.
When we've taken them, boom, we've cashed. When we've gone against them, remember Fresno State?
Yeah.
remember.
Remember the slander I took?
Mm-hmm. Remember the slander.
Remember that? In the end, who got you right? I got you right. And if you guys are in the business of taking the Eagles -9 in Chicago and stuff like that, then you're going to be in the business of needing to get right on Tuesday to get you back. And I'll do it for you. I won't even be mad at you that you took the Eagles -9, that you stepped right on a rake. I won't even be mad at you. You know what I do? I'll do what I always do. I welcome you. I hold you close to my bosom. And I say, don't worry. Uncle Neal's here. He's going to get you right. Take the Spartans on Tuesday in the famous Idaho Potatoes Bowl, 3:30 ESPN on Tuesday. Get it in, everybody.
I like it. You're
Get it now, too. It's 3 and a hook.
He so much likes it. He's got the hook on it. He's putting it as a get right. He's putting it in his picks. Just because if anybody wants to take Ryan up on his offer, what did he have?
Yeah, here's what's right.
Oh, yeah, Ryan Palter's picks.
Oh, yeah.
He took Florida.
Look at that record.
Yeah, he took Florida plus the 10. I forget which bowl.
He's on the Terry bandwagon.
Yeah, I forget.
He's liking the points, and you know what? He's riding the Detroit train like D-Mac. Terry's been riding the train too. I don't know why he got off and jumped on the Minnesota train, but you know what? He is the professor.
He likes Florida plus the 10 against Oregon State in the Las Vegas Bowl.
Is being played when?
Saturday at 2:30.
No Anthony Richardson, I assume?
No, nobody. Nobody anywhere for Florida. Yeah. Everybody's. This bowl season, by the way, and you guys know I love bowl season. Like, we're not looking good right now with Miami of Ohio. We're not. That's why I told you to temper it. We're just in honor of the bowl season. That's all it was. It's honor of the bowl season. Even for me.
You're trying to get it to snow. You just wanted sprinkles.
Yeah. Even for me, as somebody who, you guys know this, I love the bowl season. Love them.
Mm-hmm.
Are you not going to watch a game that's on? Yes, you're going to watch a game that's on. But this is hard, D-Mac. You got teams without coaches. You got teams without players. You got guys that went in the portal. You got guys sitting out for the NFL. And oh, by the way, Jackson Smith and Jigba opted out of the college football playoff to prepare for the NFL draft.
I mean, this wasn't really his team, though. Like, I don't know if we're ever going to see a star player on a team in that season opt out of the college football playoff.
He just did it.
But he caught 4 passes all season. He was always out.
What
Sam's
I mean? Saying is he wasn't really part of the team.
I'd be surprised if Marvin Harrison Jr. opted out. That's more what I'm saying. Jackson Smith and Jigba was a complete non-factor this season.
No, we have never seen somebody opt out of the college football playoff before.
That's fair. And it is Jackson Smith and Jigba. But he didn't play.
What have I said? D-Mac, when all this started, what did I say? It's going to continue, and it's going to continue. And it will. And yes, it was. And I know that's your pre-programmed. Oh, it's Jackson Smith and Jigba. He caught 4 passes. Even if he can get on the field, does he help the team win?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, then. So there you go. And it's only going to continue to progress from there.
Flannel, you know what will only continue to progress?
What's that, Spencer?
The amount of toys we got back there.
Oh, absolutely, because we got Stuff a Studio at Woodward Sports. Year 3, as a matter of fact, of Woodward Sports. Stuff a Studio is here. We are collecting new unwrapped toys and stuffing our studio so we can hardly fit in it. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio located off of 15 Mile and Woodward in Birmingham. We will be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Goff, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Jeff Okuda and Wicked Awesome Wishes present Hope for the Holidays. Jeff Okuda gives his financial support, time, and love for the city of Detroit with Chad Johnson and his amazing foundation, Wicked Awesome Wishes. Together, Jeff and Chad have been game planning all year long to make this Christmas one to remember for underprivileged children and their families. Special thanks to Lions players Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tracy Walker, Will Harris, and more, along with Lions alumni Lomas Brown and Joyak Bell, and the awesome people at Lighthouse Coolidge Community Building in Oak Park. Together, we'll make sure every child has new shoes, warm coats, hats, and socks, plus free haircuts to help everyone feel their best. And don't forget Woodward Sports' Braylon Edwards, Ryan Ermanni, and Darren McCarty will be there too. Hope for the holidays from Jeff Okuda and Wicked Awesome Wishes. Can't get enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
Neal Ruhl here for Planet Fitness, the official studio sponsor of Woodward Sports and also home of the Judgment-Free Zone, where you can work out for just $10 a month. Of course, you can upgrade to the Black Card as well. Unlimited guest privileges, the hydro massage, all of it. You get access to it over 2,000 Planet Fitnesses around the world. You travel a lot, boom, you're in there. There's one everywhere you go, anywhere in America. Join today in club. You'll pass a couple on the way home. You can just walk right around Adam Baydoun trying to distract you when you're doing the read. Keep it in character and still do it, and join Planet Fitness. Or jump on the computer right now. Go to planetfitness.com and join there as well. It is Planet Fitness, Darren McCarty.
Where your fitness is essential.
Rolling up towards the end of the show here on a Friday. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter here as well. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Easy. I'm taking the Eagles -9. I asked Spence about that. I'm like, what's his logic? Quote, he hates the Bears. Okay, should go well for you then, Easy.
It sort of fits in.
On brand.
Absolutely. Fits on brand. Yes.
It is absolutely on brand. Chuck Brewer says he's been checked out since mid-season. He can help Ohio State win. He can, and he's choosing not to.
He still wasn't any factor on this season whatsoever.
What about you did get to some David Mentier?
David Mentier in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. I joined late and took Miami of Ohio plus the 10.5, and damn it, D-Mac. Plus 20.5.
Yeah.
I love it, D-Mac, because
I'm listening to you. You're getting to the people.
Now, see, that's a play. And now you got the ball, and you just went across midfield, Miami of Ohio. That is a big-time
You're in
play.
commercial. Neal and I called for Tecmo Bowl, just quarterback sneak
Quarterback
the whole
draws.
game that's working.
And now they're putting it together.
Go. Making you money.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you guys are going to continue to see this, though, as far as the opting out of the college football playoff. And you know what's true, too? If you're a top 3 pick, why would you play? Why would you play?
Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, your goal isn't to win a national championship. Your goal is to make it to the NFL. And any extra strain on your body, any extra chance you have to get a catastrophic injury,
it's going to happen.
I mean, the college football slappy in me just hates it and wants to be romantic about it. But the realist, I mean, if it happens to, like, if it were to say happen, knock on wood, to Jalen Carter or something this year, it's going to happen to someone of that ilks at some point. I don't want it to, obviously, but it could.
No, nobody does want it to. Nobody does want it to, but it's going to at some point. It will. I did want to talk about this, too, and we're going to need Sam Flannel's participation for this one.
All right.
Eric Gall announced that he was transferring from Michigan to Iowa. Now, of course, he's not the only one that transferred to Iowa, right, Sam Flannel?
That's right.
And when I heard the reaction from the Michigan Slappies around Woodward Sports, Ryan Ermanni was one. And his reaction was good, and he walked away. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, didn't Eric Gall keep your season alive last year at Penn State?
I was told that it was the amazing throw and leadership of Cade McNamara. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, obviously Eric Gall. That was one of.
Either way, they're both in Iowa.
No, that is true. Eric Gall. That was one of the plays of the season. But my point is, it's not like Michigan went 13-0 this season, won a Big Ten, beat Ohio State in Columbus without either of them. Oh, that's right. They did. They don't need Eric Gall and Cade McNamara. I mean, Eric Gall can go join his little BFF, Cade Mediocre Namara, in Iowa, and they can do what they can have fun there. I mean, they're going to be playing in a worse offense. I mean, maybe Eric Gall, it's tight end TJ Hawkinson, Noah Fant, George Kittle. Maybe he's got something there, but why should I miss? I don't have time to worry about those two. Michigan is in the midst of a golden age. They're playing for a national championship. They're going to be in the college football playoff.
My point of it is, though, Eric Gall is like a central cog to that happening. And I'm not saying like you cry for him because he's leaving or anything. It's just your reaction. Good. He saved your season last year.
But he didn't do anything this year. Didn't Luke Schoonmaker look pretty good in his absence? And didn't Colston Loveland look pretty good in those last 2 games?
All I'm asking for is a little respect for the guy that saved your season last year. Not a good and walk away.
No, I wouldn't say good. I would just say like,
you did say good.
Meh. I mean, who cares? Who gives a damn?
Right? The catch for the Giants on the helmet and then never heard from again. Right? He's saying move on down. My question to you, Neal, does this make Iowa more relevant, adding those two? Because what do we always say about Iowa? They always play that boring style, gets down to it, can't get over the edge. Does this help them?
100%, yeah. I mean, look at what they were before.
Yeah, do you look at...
now they go to a mid offense instead of an embarrassment to the game of college football in today's day and age.
Mid.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, I was told that their defense is incredible. Every time I trash them, like, oh, Neal, you don't respect that. When I tell you Michigan's going to go in there and crush them, you're like, oh, well, Iowa's defense is so good. They suck.
Jack Campbell Merriweather, those are two good players, but anywho, that's neither here nor there. Their offense is so bad that no matter what their defense does. But why am I supposed to give a damn about
Because
Eric
he
All?
saved your season last year. Because without that play, you're not talking about this is a golden age of Michigan football.
No, that's true, but that's last year, and it's not like Eric. He did make one of the biggest
Now
plays.
Michigan fans forget about the past.
Yeah, now they do.
Hey, we're not. Eric All did have one of the plays of the year last year, and I will be grateful to him for that. But this year, this being truly the best Michigan team since 1997, Eric All was hurt and did absolutely nothing, and Luke Schoonmaker played just as well. And Colston Loveland is the tight end of the
I'm not
future.
disputing that. That's fair. Yeah, I'm not disputing that.
Then what are we talking about?
Just like, good.
I think Ethan Brown is Flannel Sam's press secretary. And he says, we acknowledge that All has helped the team in some big moments. Thanks. Now on to TCU.
Man, what do you get, a felony gun charge or something? That's what that sounded like right there. Anyway, well, it was pleaded down to a misdemeanor. Oh, by the way, too, they said
he's
that he's
even got the big boy hair, and he's got
but
tone.
DMAC, they even said though that Mozzie Smith is going to go before a judge after the college football season's over. So there, but hey,
what it all costs? You said it. You
I
like
celebrate
that.
it.
Yes, you did. You
pound
did.
of flesh.
Yeah, 100%. I celebrate it. That's how I would handle it too if it were me. Real quick, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Chuck Brewer, CJ Stroud's taking that risk. Neal, Real Cream of Wheat said, "Ask JMO if it was worth it," and the answer is no.
Ooh,
I mean, he's still
He lost millions of dollars.
He did lose millions of dollars.
When you go from pick 13, if you would have been 2 or 3, you lose millions of dollars.
That's fair.
Damn, I didn't even think
That's a
about
good
that one.
point.
That was a last year
Ask Jake
example.
Butt if it's worth. You know what? Like
Jake Butt lost his career.
lost his career
whole
messing
career.
around in stupid bowl games.
Yeah.
He wasn't even the playoff. It
No,
was the
it was
Orange Bowl.
Right. It's stupid. Why would you? There's no reason
No
for you to
reason
play.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that there's no reason.
I'll give you a reason. You know what? You need stuff done, especially outside. At Alta and Uptime, it matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done quick. You got a bog project outside. Might be holes to fix. Alta Rent, they got you covered. Give them a call today, 844-GO-TO-ALTA. That's 844-GO-TO-ALTA.
It's back. Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuff a Studio is here. The past 2 years, we've collected new unwrapped toys and stuffed our studio so we could hardly fit in it. This year, we're doing it even bigger. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping or just sitting on your couch ordering presents, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio, 15 Mile in Woodward and Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. It's the time of year to do for others. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe. Stuff a Studio 2022 with Woodward Sports.
As chilly weather approaches, Big Boy's got the perfect comfort meals for you. Try our hearty classic meatloaf or our creamy Cajun chicken Alfredo. These will be sure to leave you craving for more. How about breakfast? Our stuffed potato pancakes are back with our lumberjack, blockbuster, and Santa Fe Garden. These potato pancakes will definitely fill you up. Whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, come stock up on the perfect comfort meal today. We'll see you soon at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for the Foaling Warehouse in Hamtramck, the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play and private lane reservation for $120. If you get thirsty, they got a $2 mystery beer vending machine and multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you go check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at FoalingWarehouse.com.
Final segment of the show, Big D Energy, WoodwardSports.com. Happy to have you all with us. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter here in the house. Update from the Bahamas. touchdown Miami of Ohio.
Touchdown, Miami
Now
of Ohio.
the extra point may have been the worst extra point attempt I've ever seen kicked, but whatever. That's not what matters right now. 10-6, UAB with the lead. It's almost like thievery that Miami of Ohio is even in this game. They've been awful, but yet here they are. I in my
Welcome
bones
to
though.
bowl season.
In my bones though, I think UAB is going to get at least a field goal here before the end of the half. But anyway, though, we are talking about just a little bit of everything football related. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Man, guy, friend, bro. Neal trying with all of his might not to show how pissed he is that Big Brother runs the state once again.
I mean, they run the Big Ten right now. Michigan runs the whole Big Ten, and it's lovely to see, and everything's looking bright.
What was hate?
I mean,
Your tone.
I don't understand why you're kind of chastising us for not crying like crocodile tears about Eric All. I acknowledge that.
When did I say that, dude?
That's basically what.
There's a difference between not crying crocodile tears and being happy a guy is gone. Like, okay, see ya. And there's like a difference between saying, "Oh, thank you, recruit, grandson of one of our best coaches in school history. Have fun wherever you're going," and attacking a kid.
I know, right?
If anybody's wondering, by the way, Neal's tone carries over email. It does. If you get an email from
text,
somebody.
email.
So how would you
Whatever.
describe Eric All's career at Michigan?
I would describe Eric All as last year being one of the better tight ends in the Big Ten, and that is fair. He did have a damn good year. I thought he would do something special this year. He was obviously hurt. Luke Schoonmaker and Colston Loveland, they were just fine without him. My thing is, I'm not happy Eric All is gone. I'm accepting it.
Good.
I never said good. I said I'm accepting it, and like I said, he's kind of out of sight, out of mind right now. Like, I mean, Cade McNamara and Eric All, they can go do their thing in
Okay,
Iowa.
so it's tone with me, but when somebody says good, then it's not tone. Okay, got it.
I mean, if you want to say that it's tone, it's
got it. Duly noted. Dom Rivera, 88. Do you think a name, image, and likeness deal could have bonuses to play in certain bowl games and or the playoffs? And yeah, Dom, I think that's what will get the players playing in the bowl games where. Hometown Lenders Bahama Bowl that's going on right now. Maybe Hometown Lenders wants to strike a deal with UAB's quarterback to, hey, you want to play in the game for $100,000. Right. Do some commercials for us or whatever. But that's part of the reason too with the Eric All and the Cade McNamara transfer to Iowa. Iowa has formed a new collective, by the way, Sam Flannel. They have, and they're active. And I've been told by people, we'll see if this plays out, keep an eye on a Michigan receiver after the season's over.
No way.
Keep an eye.
I'm sure.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm sure I know who it is, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, Cade McNamara, he will be an upgrade over Spencer Petras. I think he'll go in and start. Eric All, I mean, that's the thing about Iowa. They have managed to churn out a lot of really great tight ends like TJ Hawkinson, Noah Fant, George Kittle, even Laporta last year. He's a damn good player. I think Eric All will fit right in. I'm fine with them transferring. It's just for Michigan, they didn't do a whole lot this year, and I'm just kind of looking. I mean, they did nothing this year. I'm looking in the present.
I don't understand
the narrative of how Iowa had to do it the Michigan way to get some success.
I don't understand. I don't understand the hate though. Like, because I brought up the Mozzie Smith thing, it's brilliant that they pushed that back after the season.
You were one of the only people in the state, nationally, that said that. So
I don't care.
I'm just saying, I got to give you credit.
Every time Michigan comes out of your mouth
because it's a tone thing.
It's the Drew Sharp situation.
Your tone.
No, I was the only media person in the state of Michigan that said I don't care what happened. He got on the plane.
Yep.
Michigan's not the law enforcement or a judge or anything like that. Why should they even be involved at all? It's a developing legal situation. We'll let the legal process play itself out.
Yeah. No.
Period. End of story.
I mean, it's not like they're going to get their wins taken away from them for playing Mozzie Smith.
And it's going to play out the Wednesday after the season's over.
Coincidentally.
Yeah.
That was a coincidence. Come on, Neal.
Everybody. Have a good weekend, man. I won't be in on Monday. I'll be traveling back from Boise. Golden Grizzlies, Boise State, Sunday at 4. So after you're off the Lions high,
Awesome. If you're
listen on the radio.
If
what do you
you're
got?
around in Canton tomorrow, alumni game for Vladdy, and Sunday, Freddy's Bar and Gratiot for Toys for Tots comedy show.
Absolutely.
I'll see you guys Monday.
There you go. All right. For Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter, and D-Mac, my name is Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.